In a quiet Illinois town, a chilling story unfolded on the night of July 11, 2006, involving a cop like no other. A woman's desperate call for help led to an unexpected arrest of a former officer, Sergeant Jeffrey Pelo. But what happens when a respected cop is accused of being a serial rapist? The shocking truth uncovered during his interrogation will make you question everything you know about those who protect and serve. Stay tuned as we dive into this harrowing tale of betrayal, crime, and justice. Sergeant Pelo presents himself as the victim of some dark conspiracy of his own invention. It's a peculiar situation, isn't it? You'd expect a detective to know the drill, but Pelo stays silent. Rather, he claims that he doesn't know what he is arrested for and doesn't even request for a lawyer. It's almost like he's playing a game of cat and mouse. And then, there's that sob story about his poor mother-in-law.
All right, houses come up for sale in that area all the time. I'm interested in buying my mother-in-law a house. She lives up in Greeley. She's poor. She's on fixed income. I want her to move closer to us. Houses come for sale. There's a townhome right there for sale. It won't work, but anyway, I was looking to see what kind of access went down to that lake. That's all.
But even the most heartfelt family drama won't get Pelo out of this one. The story Pelo comes up with is pretty hard to believe. He claims he couldn't sleep, so he thought it was a good idea to go for a late-night drive to check out houses. I mean, seriously? The interrogation officer's face probably looked like a question mark when he heard that one. Who goes house hunting at 12:30 a.m.? Plus, with Pelo's past in law enforcement, it's no wonder the officer smelled something fishy. After being caught by the officer who found him creeping near the woman's house, Pelo's odd behavior was what made the officer more concerned about him as a suspect. When the interrogation officers asked Pelo to confirm his presence in that area, Pelo, without hesitation, replied positively. He yet again repeats the same story of how he was just walking up to the lake, and then some dog barking and drainage led to him going between two houses. The interrogation officer, understanding Pelo's background as a cop, tries to talk to him in that perspective to talk some sense into him. The interrogation officer asks Pelo why he was trying to hide from the police officer who had come to investigate the scene. Pelo quickly denied this and claimed that he did not know that it was the police. He claimed that he did not want to creep the guy out, so he walked back after seeing the person. This made the interrogation officer more suspicious because the police officer pulled a gun on Pelo. Pelo claimed that he didn't see the gun and that he walked up to the officer. When the officer asked him why he was there, Pelo replied with the same story. Seeing Pelo maintain his story of just looking at the lake to purchase the right house, the detective had to try something else to break him. They tried to connect to him on a deeper level by adding human elements, such as the lady's attractiveness, hoping this would make Pelo open up. Seeing Pelo not budge on his story, the detective brings his wife into the equation and asks about her reaction if she was questioned on Pelo's unusual behavior of checking out houses at midnight. Pelo visibly was getting very nervous at this point. He claimed that he did not know any lady and claimed that he wouldn't do anything harmful to anyone. He kept on repeating this and was getting very anxious. Pelo seems to realize that his story about looking at houses at midnight is strange, and even his wife agrees that it's not normal. He's getting frustrated and keeps saying he didn't do anything, but we can tell he's not being truthful. Pelo sure had a knack for sticking to his story. They conducted a voice matching test, where he was told to read off a script that included things the attacker of the women had said before. The incident initiated an investigation by detectives in his own department. And then, imagine the shock when his own detective buddies started investigating him. They dug up 4 cases of rape with similarities. I bet Pelo was sweating bullets by then. The victims' stories were like scenes from a horror movie, waking up to a masked man, tied up, forced into unthinkable acts, and then taking a bath to wash away any evidence. But justice prevailed in the end. Pelo was finally found guilty of 35 counts of rape and stalking. He got slapped with a whopping 440 years behind bars. Now he's where he truly belongs, serving a lifetime supply of cold, hard reality. Gotta wonder, though, how someone could be so heartless. What drives a person to commit such brutal crimes?